Thanks for tuning in on the Ball Report. I'm Pete Irvin, your host, covering FIFA's World Cup action. Well, you got to shake your head because another story breaks on the 37-year-old Portuguese star number 7, Ronaldo. It must be his lucky number 7. Banned for 2 games in the EPL after knocking a cell phone out of an Everton fan's hand last April. Well, I'm sure Ronaldo will not be calling that fan back. But with Ronaldo creating goal history at the World Cup, how important is he for a marketing exposure? So let's catch up with World Cup star officials, their match standards. Without mentioning names, in my opinion, so far the standards have not been good, especially along with the VAR. It's supposed to support, especially in awkward penalties and players follow through on tackles. While England manager Gareth Southgate with his comments, it's a super difficult job, he says, but there has to be clarity. Well, let's look at preparing match officials for the World Cup action. Well, you know what? The fans will be the judge. It's so important that FIFA's encouraged technical and more financial support to developed countries such as the Philippines. Now, we recently mentioned, will there be superstars at the World Cup or the big egos playing? Well, you know, here's what the great one says. Jose Mourinho, he had to say this in a recent interview on the big players' egos.
I think in this moment in European football there is a big focus on the individual, a big focus on egos. And when I look to your profile as people, your profile as country, I never coached Japanese players, but I coached Asian players. In my case, I was lucky because I coached the best Asian player. And I understand that the mentality is really special. It's really, the team is the most important thing. People plays for the team, they don't play for themselves.
Well, there you've got it. Egos are one thing, but it's a team game. Interesting comments from the great one, of course. In updated action, of course, France star Mbappe.
Moroccan defenders around. Look at the balance here. Goes for it himself, takes a slight little deflection off the heel, and then hammers it home.
But, oh Canada, as the national anthem goes, Canada are out of the World Cup with a loss to a very creative Croatian side.
They have beaten Canada here. It's finished Croatia 4, Canada 1.
Thanks for tuning in. I'm your host, Pete Irvin, for the love of the game. This has been brought to you by Sun Sports and Bad Beat Sportswear. Share, like, subscribe and ring the bell for news, interviews, breaking stories. Thanks for watching On the Ball Report.